Who would have thought? Sitting next to Laurie Daly in a media conference. Yeah. All the way from Kempsey.
You're going to be the star of the show, mate. You take control, my friend.
If I was a bit dark, I'll be Chris Rock, eh?
Lars, the score blew out, but you proud of the boys?
Oh, most definitely, Baz. I thought, in particular, the first half, we were very competitive. In the second half, we just had no ball. But I suppose that was to be expected, given that fitness would run out against the professional team. Like a lot of our boys have been training, but some of them haven't been training as long as what the Knights have. So, I thought a lot of the boys showed some great ability and skill, and I thought it was a worthwhile game. Actually, I thought it was a really good game.
It was hard to pick up your numbers. Who impressed you?
I thought there was a couple of good players. Actually, I thought a couple of our forwards played really well. Pitty and Nolly Underwood. I thought Ricky out wide was good. Rick was good. But everyone had their moments. AJ had his moments. Big Joshy Benjamin, Dreadlock Centre had his moments. But I thought they all played really well, to be honest with you. And that's what we spoke about, just trying to play as well as we possibly could. So, and when you haven't got a lot of ball and you get tired and technically things break down. We weren't hitting and sticking in the tackle and things like that, and they were playing really fast. But it was, I thought it was really good, a really good performance from our guys.
Must have been inspired. Did you go down to quarter time? You must have been an inspired speech.
No. We just spoke about having some ball and sort of being a little bit more disciplined, because I think we gave away 3 or 4 penalties, and I think we had 3 or 4 sets of 6 in the first 20, and they had about 12. They were 12 from 12. They didn't make an error, and they had back-to-back sets, so that put us under pressure. And then the second half, it sort of reversed. We got a few penalties, back-to-back sets, and were able to apply pressure. So, and then in the second half, we just turned the ball over, but they held in, so it was good.
It was just a case in probably the first quarter of you struggling with the speed?
Yeah, I think at times we did struggle with the speed. But again, that's to be expected, because, when they're dominating possession, you become fatigued, and, you struggle with then the contact in the tackle, and, you're allowing them to play the ball quicker than what you want to, and your line's not set, and they just roll through you pretty easily. But, I thought we applied ourselves very well. We got there and tried as best as we could. Excuse me.
AJ, been a great week, mate?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic week. Very fortunate to be a part of this concept. I'm pretty sure the boys are honoured. Some of them feel a bit disappointed, but, we left it all on the field, and the boys gave 110%, As you can see, the Knights, the way they play, they train every day like that. You look at Jake Memo on the wing scoring them 2 tries, from bombs. He practices that every day. So, I'm very proud of the boys, the way we handle ourselves out there, and, like I said, I'm just thankful for given opportunity to play this game.
How much could you feel the difference between the first grade squad and you guys?
Yeah, like Laurie said, he touched on it, where, we just didn't slow down the ruck. They was just getting quick play of the balls and playing off the back of that, tighten us up in the middle, then they'll shift it wide. And when you tighten up in the middle and they shift them right and they running numbers at you, you got to make them tough decisions, and that's why you play this game for, to make them tough decisions. So, if we slowed down the ruck a bit more, we might have been in the game with a little bit more ball in hand and completing our sets. There was the second half there, we got back into the game. Then the third, we just turned over too many balls in that quarter at the start. We didn't even complete one set. So, that hurt us. But, this is a learning curve for all these boys. They haven't played in a game like this. So, they can take a lot out of this.
It's a good moment for you guys, though, when both Rod and Davin went over?
Yeah, well, as you can see, just the energy that they got from scoring the try, they're proud, and, you just don't get that feeling, when you hear the crowd get behind you and that. Indigenous people of Australia love footy, mate, So, look at the highest profile, Greg Inglis, You say Greg Inglis, and then you'll hear a little kid go, oh, yeah, that's my cousin, or, oh, that's my role model. So, footy's in our blood. you know, we just want to get more players in the NRL and that. So, but yeah.
What would be some highlights of the last 2 weeks? It's been the week of the Seagull as well.
Oh, just being in camp and around the boys, you know, like some of us played against one another in the knockouts, some of us played with each other. And just the way Laurie had a low-key approach to it and helped us out and made us really bond and that. I think everyone did a good job in camp, and, you know, I guess all the boys, you know, all say like they loved the experience, and if it ever come around, you know, again, they were putting their hands up, you know. So they can take a lot out of this and, you know, look forward to the future or where they go back to their clubs and play. So hopefully they take it back and, you know, keep improving their game and that.
Just as much a sort of character building exercise the whole week as much as it was about footy as well.
Yeah, well, learnt a lot out of it. How do you conduct yourself off the field? What do you need to do to get to be an NRL player? And just behind the scenes, how hard they train. You know, like these fellas train, that's their job. They get paid to do it. They train every day. They wake up morning and they're there till about in the afternoon, then they go home. So, you know, seeing that aspect of it, it gives the boys, you know, a wider picture of how it's run, what they have to do in preparation to perform at an elite level. So, you know, the boys will take a lot out of it.
Laurie, anyone surprise you, in the week?
Oh, no one surprised me. Actually, they were full of enthusiasm, and I think I mentioned it a number of times during the week. I had to sort of rein that in a little bit because they wanted to do too much. They wanted to have, just absorb you for everything. And you're sort of wary in camps like this not to overload them with a lot of information because it's about enjoying it and just learning how to be a professional league player. And as AJ touched on, you know, it's not so much about the plays on the field because everyone does the same plays, but it's how you conduct yourself. It's about what you put in your mouth, how to be a leader, be a role model. These are the things that these boys need to understand and learn that, you know, for a GI, he just doesn't, you know, rock up and let his talents do all the talking. He's a leader in the community, and he leads by example and sets a good example for these guys. And for these guys now to go back into their communities and become role models and leaders and encourage more Aboriginal kids to play our great game. You know, and that's what the week's all about. It's about celebrating our culture, celebrating the great talent that we have at our disposal, and keeping all the Indigenous people playing rugby league. Because I think, you've got other sports out there, and if all of a sudden, a soccer or someone like that can unearth a Greg Inglis or a Jonathan Thurston, and they start to become role models for another code. All of a sudden,
we take another kid off the street.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, and that's another reason. So, but it's good. I mean, it's been a fantastic week. We've enjoyed it, enjoyed the experience, and hopefully it'll be part of the calendar along with All Stars next year.
Laurie, I don't know how closely you watched the Knights, but they had a couple of young blokes at fullback.
Yeah, who was the fullback? I don't know his name, but
17.
he's very quick.
And the winger, Jake Member.
Yeah. No, they both played very good footy actually. Front rower too, I thought went pretty well. Oh, was that Corbin Sims? Was it? Yeah. And there was another one. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I thought they played sort of quite well. I thought Dobson.
Big blokes went all right,
Mate, I thought Pitty and Nolan Underwood played really well. Yeah. No, they were real good. So I didn't really know sort of a lot of the Knights players. I didn't really have a good look at their team, to be honest with you. I'm sort of more worried about what we were doing. So, but no, those young blokes, these are quick. They're very quick. Very quick.
AJ, how'd the crowd?
New South Welshmen? Are they New South Welshmen? Yeah, beautiful.
Corbin.
Those
I just wanted to ask AJ, how did the crowd compare to Queensland Cup or Murray Crew?
Yeah, I think we got a good crowd here. Didn't know what it was, but yeah, you
6,000,
can hear it. You can hear it out there. But then again, like when you turn into it up to a Murray Carnival or New South Wales knockout, you got so many teams there. In the New South Wales knockout last year, we had 64 teams. So you imagine how much people they get through the gates. You're looking at 15,000. So on a sad day. So, but in saying that, everyone comes across the state for that game. So people be at home watching this too. So it'll you know, everyone be watching it. So, but the crowd out there, you can hear them getting behind us and that. So it's hard to talk out there when you're halfback trying to tell the big forwards what to do, especially when they're under fatigue. You know.